do for you?
Okay, so my biggest goal for me is right now the money part of it. So I would like to really start making a little bit more money than I am making, because that would help in everything that I need to do for the house, etc. So that's my biggest goal right now, is the money end of it.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Okay. We'll go over to Nicole. Nicole, can you hear me?
I can now. I just got my audio on.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. So if you want to share your biggest goal and what it would do for you, go right ahead.
I'm hoping, I shouldn't say hoping, I want to hit pink, but my big goal is to aim for green, hopefully by the end of the year. However, I do know that I need to sponsor more to get a team behind, below me, or to work with me. So that's my biggest goal right now, is to concentrate on people, not necessarily sales or that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. We're going. Hi, April.
Hey, Sarah.
All right,
So,
it's your turn.
my biggest goal is to make at least, like, consistently $3,000 a month, and then I would be able to not work, and I'd be able to stay home with and yeah, that's really, really important to me. So that is my biggest goal.
Fantastic. Okay. And then Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hi. So I was thinking about what my biggest one is, because I have 4 goals down, but I think it's probably I'm gonna say sponsoring.
Okay.
So like at least 15 people. My major goal is 30, because I know that's gonna make everything else that I want happen.
Yeah.
I need to build that. I need to build out. So that's my biggest goal right now.
Okay. So your goal is that 30 and 90?
No, 15 and 30, but you never know. Like I'm not, like, I don't want to attach a number to it. I just want to sponsor like a boss.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go back to original.
Build wide is my goal. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Perfect. Jackie, go for it.
So my immediate goal is to hit pink, but my ultimate goal is to replace my income. Ever since my son was born, I wanted to get back home, and he's 14 now. So
yeah,
my ultimate goal is to replace my income.
Awesome.
And stay home.
And do you have a personal number attached to that? You don't have to share it, but I'm just asking.
To be honest, I probably should, but I don't.
Yeah. Get a number down. You got to get really, and I'll go back and I'll talk about this, but yeah, I would get a number down. So your goal for now is pink, replace income. And then after we talk about these biggest goals, after this, we're going to shift into a couple other things. Okay, Jen, go ahead.
So I wrote down a lot, like literally everything I thought of, I wrote down. So I don't really know what I want to talk about. A lot like Christy. I want to re-qualify for pink. That is like my major thing, because I've lost so many people. But like my main thing is I want to get to green by the end of the year. That is like my major thing.
Okay, cool. Kristen.
It's kind of fallen in line with Jen and Christy. I'm wanting to sponsor a lot more, like probably 30-90 right now.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I'm not going to lie, I'm very money driven. I have 4 kids and 1 in rep hockey, with a very expensive season coming up with 3 trips to the States.
Wow.
So if I can make a little bit of extra money to help kind of compensate for that expense that I have coming up this year, it would definitely take a lot of my anxiety away.
Yes, I hear you. Okay, super. All right, so I'm going to ask you all another question about your goals, and we're going to start back up at Andrea. So you told us what the necessity goal is, pretty much. What is that goal that you feel is so far-fetched but you would love for it to happen, like that wish, something, if it's rank or status or whatever, like what's that one thing?
I think for me, I'm like everybody else. I need sponsoring. I need to get people out there and sponsor. I want to hit pink.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hit it badly.
Yeah.
And I know, and to do that, I need to get I need to get people under me. So I need to learn how to sponsor.
And we're totally gonna be doing that within this 90-day. We're going to dig into sponsoring. We're going to do all that stuff. And the reason why I think this 90 days is really going to work is because not only am I going to be, we're going to be doing all this stuff and we're going to be doing the tasks, but at the same time, what I'm trying to do with it is break down the barriers that may be causing you to stay where you are. So we're going to really, really try to do a huge mindset shift on what is happening and what we've been doing to switch it into what we really want out of our business. Hi, Tina. Okay, so Tina, you can't see me. For some reason, my camera's not working, so I'm only voicing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Nicole, you mentioned, so your big goal is green for the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then April, you want the $3,000 a month to stay home. But what's your other biggie?
So my other biggie would be to hit purple.
Okay.
Which is kind of like Andrea. I really need to work on sponsoring. I do have, it's definitely out of my comfort zone. So I work on that.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing would be definitely to hit purple. It just seems so far-fetched, but at the same time, I know it's very, I know I can do it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Go ahead, Christy.
I'm purple by the end of the year. That's been my goal to start.
Purple. Perfect. Jackie?
Well, I have it written down. Everybody's saying purple, but I wanted to be black within a year.
Yes, girl. Get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Awesome.
Hi, Tina. So Tina, we're sharing so what the girls did is they shared their goal, one big goal that they have, which as we went through was sponsoring, requalifying for statuses, and making a certain amount in a month. And then we went back through and asked them what their big, huge goal would be, something that seems so far in the distance, but you want so badly.
Okay, so my biggest one, I'm super scattered because we just got everybody loaded off. But what I wrote down was my 90-day goal is sponsoring is my hugest downfall.
Yeah.
So to sponsor 5 people in 90 days, I've never done it before. So that's my huge goal. And then at the moment, I need to get over the fear of what people think about what I post and what I message. So those are 2 huge things. And then monthly, and this was something I wrote down in my goals. I'm super consistent with sales. I can make sales until the cows come home. And so income wise, I'm not focusing on that right now. Yes. I need to get away from the sales aspect of it and actually build a business versus I could sit here and sell all day long, but it's not going to get me where I want to be.
Right.
And so, my big goal is by January, we'll say December because nobody loves January, but we'll say by December, I want to be purple.
Yeah.
I've come close to orange so many times, and we're literally talking $1,800 off of being orange. And it's my circle. And I know that. I know that that's what it is. And so I need to stop saying, I know that's what it is and actually do something about it.
Yes. Love it. Jen, what's the big?
Sorry, I forgot I was on mute.
That's okay.
I want to be black. I just feel like I keep saying that over and over and over and over again. And I feel like personally, I can do it, but I've just lost so much confidence in the last 6 months that I just kind of have to get me back. You know what I mean? And I need sponsor, because of the 33 people I've personally sponsored, I only have a handful left, if that.
Okay. Where are we? Kristen.
For me, it's definitely going to be getting to I'd like to be orange or purple, but
Yeah.
it's going to be like, again, it's back to the sponsoring thing, getting that team built underneath me, right?
Yes.
So it's a matter of, I can get people to be a kidnapper, that's not a problem, but it's actually getting them to want to work the business.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so those are all big. Those are big goals. They're awesome goals. And so my goals black and 90 is my hope, is what I try to do. And that's like my realistic goal. Like that's like the goal where I'm like, that can be done. And then my big goal, honestly, like my big thing is I need to make $10,000 a month consistently so that I can retire Ryan and he can stay home. So that's my end of year. And yeah, so those are my goals. The 10,000, let me tell you, is far-fetched. But that's my big goal. Like that's my thing. That's the one thing that I'm working so hard towards. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're all doing these things, because we all have a connection to it. So as you're talking about your goals, I wrote down, honestly, it might be better that my camera's off because I'm like writing so many notes about all of you. I feel like a doctor. I'm just joking. Just joking. They're not about you, but they're things that I pick up as people are talking. So here's the thing. Jen brought up that she wants to bring herself back into it, and she wants to bring that excitement back into it. And what that is momentum that stems from results. And it stems from achievements. And it's the thing that like gives you an adrenaline rush. It pumps the dopamine up in your body. So all your receptors in your body are like, yes, this is amazing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change lives. I'm going to keep going forward. Momentum is what pushes you through. But then when you start losing momentum and you start losing steam, then you feel that your self-worth diminishes with every month that goes by, that you don't hit those goals, that you don't do those things. So then we end up associating bad emotion with the goal. So for me personally, black has been a goal of mine for 3.5 years. So this month is my 4-year anniversary with the company. I've been purple for 3.5 years. And I'm so grateful for it. But like black has been my goal, and I've tasted it so many times. Here's what I did with it though. Every time something would come up in the company and there would be a push for black, or we would push for black, or whatever it was, every emotion that I felt towards the work and what was happening felt like it didn't feel good. It was like, it was overwhelming. It was too much for my process. All I kept thinking about was the reoccurring disappointment that may have happened. The reoccurring feelings of like, crap, didn't hit it again, here we go, kind of a feeling. And that I guarantee is the reason why I have been stuck, not stuck in a bad way, but I mean like personally stuck in where I am and my business is. We've stayed consistent, and we've stayed pretty steady, which not a lot of people can say with the amount of people on the team. But it was like, I had those feelings stop me from getting where I wanted our team to be. So now the difference in, while you're going through these goals and as we're going through the 90 days, instead of diminishing your accomplishments and the things that may not have happened and giving those things the power, we need to now remember all the things that we did do. Those times when you had the momentum, the times that the excitement was there, the times that you felt alive in your business and business felt really, really good to do. you want to get back to that. When you start feeling feelings of joy towards things, they flow naturally. If there's any sort of resistance between you and sending out those 5 messages or sending out those 10 messages, there's going to be resistance in it, and it's not going to work out the way that you want it to. Because within that message, you're sending a feeling of, you're already sending that rejection over to the other person. You're already sending over that lack of confidence in the message. Or because as you're sending the message, sometimes you think, oh, is she really going to want me to send her the message about the product or the opportunity? Like, do you even want to talk to me about it? And when we start associating that and sponsoring with, I want to try to help this person. I want to give them, an opportunity to, the empowerment part of Unique is we empower people by giving them opportunity, not by just tooting their horn and saying, hey girl, you're so pretty, you're so great, oh my God, look at your selfie. No, empowerment is giving someone an opportunity and a chance to change their life. So when you go into sponsoring with that sort of attitude, when you post, something on your wall about sponsoring, make it about changing someone's life. A lot of the time, so we do a lot of attraction marketing where we talk about our lives and what we're doing and how we're doing it and, how it's changing our lives. But when you flip that and show people how it can change their lives and give them the value and show them the empowerment, then it makes sponsoring a lot easier, like a lot easier. Because then people know that you're in it for them and they see your excitement about it and they see that you want to help them. So that will bring momentum back. Just you feeling good about doing the work makes the work so much easier, and the results are so much better. So much better. You don't feel icky about posting those posts or sending those messages. So as you're sending your message, put a smile on your face. Or, put on a song. Like if you're not in a good mood, if something's going on, put on something that makes you feel good. Whether it's a scent or, go outside or turn on some music or whatever it is. Do something that gets you in a better state of mind and then do the work. Don't go into the work frustrated or annoyed or bothered by anything, because it's going to translate into what you're doing. So that's why this 90 days is going to be great, because we're going to plan everything out. I'm going to give you your homework at the end again. And we're going to plan it all out so that you're A, not overwhelmed like we were talking about in the first video, and B, so planned out and organized that doing the tasks is going to be a breeze, and it's going to take you literally no time to get those things done. So that's what we're aiming for. Let's see what else was on my list for today. So we went over the goals. So I wanted to ask you, so we're going to do a quick little brainstorm here. So I'm going to be creating a checklist. I'm going to be creating a task list just so that we can stay accountable for what we're doing, because we still need to do the work. So I'm going to create a task list. Now in the task list, it's going to be a section for people that want to start doing, that have the time and are willing to do it full time. And then there's going to be another section for people that want to do it part-time. And it's going to have the amount of hours and the amount of messages and that kind of stuff within the list. So I'm going to create this file. I'm going to send it to all of you, and you can print it out. So I wanted to brainstorm some stuff with you to see what you feel would be good tasks and good things that we could add on to that for the day. Like, we know the basic stuff, the regular stuff, but if there's anything, that pops up in your mind, or, we can go over the basic task list and create that together, and then I can add to it or whatever. But I wanted you guys to be a part of it so that, you can put in your input and talk to us about what works for you and what maybe doesn't work for you, and what, helps you make sales or whatever, and we can add it into that list. So lives is obviously a must. Now, am I going to tell you to do a live every day? No, I'm not. Because one, it's, for some people, it's realistic. Some people can do a live a day. For some, it's not. But what I am going to tell you to do is to do 4 out of 7 days. 4 out of 7 lives. If you can get a quick little video thrown in there on day 5, that would be fantastic. Here's the thing about repetition with people. People see your face more often. You're going to remember you. They're going to know you. They're going to get to know your life. They're going to want to buy from you. They're going to want to be your friend because we entertain, we provide value. It's literally, this is, so I'm really into my Instagram story lately. It's like the Farrah show. Oh, we only have 10 minutes, so I'm going to talk a little bit less. But you guys, you know what? So the task list, what we'll do is just send the tasks. If you have ideas pop up, send them into the group chat. And from there I'll see something. So yeah, my Instagram story. So my Instagram story, it's the Farrah show. It's like my own little reality TV show. And my husband was home from work a couple of days ago during the week, and he was like, "You do that a lot, eh?" Yeah, I do. But that's because I've treated it as my own little TV show for the purpose of people seeing me all the time, connecting with me, knowing my family, seeing my vulnerabilities, seeing my, the realness of me and my life. But at the same time, I provide value and I entertain and they're happy and I provide motivation. On Mondays, I do Motivation Monday, little snippets, and it's quick 15 seconds. The people are not sick of me. They don't get bored. The same 60 people, I get between 60 and 70 views on them, but those started at like 10, 15 views. And I'm slowly been building it up because the more you do it, the more Instagram loves you. But people love it. And I get people that'll message me and be like, "Hey, can I grab a mascara? I saw you, putting your makeup on for 15 seconds in your Instagram story, and I love the length that it gave you," or whatever it is. So the more people see you, the more people see the product, the more inclined they are to come to you. So that's why I was saying 4 to 5 times a week to be, face-to-face, pretty much, because that's to be working on social media, and especially now with indirect sales and the bad rep that it still kind of has because there's so many doing it wrong. We need to be the new face of that. So I don't want this 90 days to be the same old 90 days. I want it to almost I want us to become influencers out of this and not just another presenter. I want you to come out of this and feel like you have the power to do whatever you want to do in this next 90 days, after this 90 days. Because I've seen this 90-day blitz really change people's lives, and that's what we're going for. So we're going to do that. So send me the task list stuff, and the next 7 minutes, if anyone has any questions, speak now, or I will forever speak. So you speak.
I have a question. I just want to kind of pick everyone's brain about what they do to stay organized and consistent for the days that they just don't have any time. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I pick up my daughter at 4:30, and then I feel bad, not spending all that time with her. So what do you guys do so that you're already ready and you just, I don't know, does that make sense?
Are you talking about posting on Facebook or
posting and messages? I don't know.
When you're trying to find time to do all the things.
All the things, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ask, when waking up at 5 a.m., what time
do I go to sleep?
No, well, yeah, that. And do you have time for an hour from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. to do work?
I could probably do a half an hour.
Do a half hour?
An hour would be stretching it.
Okay.
And then she goes to bed at 8. So I have like an hour and a half after she goes to bed before I have to go to sleep.
Okay.
So
I know that
technically I have like about 2.5 hours to myself.
and I know you're probably not going to want to hear this, but I know like some people need sleep, but I stretch mine. Like I'm up at 5:45, but I don't go to bed until about 10:15, because after my kids go to bed, that I get that kind of quiet hour to kind of do stuff.
No, ma'am.
And so you might find that you might need to take an extra half an hour before you go to bed and kind of cut that in. And that's totally your decision. That's the you know, that's one of the beauties of our businesses. We work what we want. But you might find that extra little half hour after she goes to bed, you probably will get a ton of stuff done.
See how sweet Tina is? Tina is so sweet. So
I know.
Jen,
So cute too.
I know, she's such a sweetheart. But Jen,
Yes.
you're gonna have to make sacrifices.
No.
Time out. Is this Jen? I didn't realize it was Jen.
Yeah, it's Jen.
Okay, then I'll say to you, take that extra half hour.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Girl, you gotta, honestly, for everyone,
Yep.
if you want, it's gonna take sacrifice. And you know what? I know, Jen, your time with your daughter is precious, but you're gonna have to sacrifice an hour of her awake time as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she will be so much better for it, FYI.
We sacrifice here.
Yep.
We sacrifice now so that a year from now, your time is free.
Yeah.
You are working towards the time freedom to be able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it. So sacrifice a little now for that long-term, just complete freedom.
For sure.
Okay?
And we'll cry about it together at convention.
Yeah.
Totally.
You'll be exhausted and you'll be tired, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Okay?
So I have a question on that too, though.
Yeah.
When you guys get up early or stay up late, are you messaging during? I get paranoid that I'm gonna like be waking people up or.
Yeah. No.
Messaging.
Here's where I'm going to interject, because I'm West Coast and you guys are all East Coast.
Yeah.
So yes, I get messages from East Coast people at 3:00 in the morning. I will message people who I know are East Coast. It's the whole rejection thing. If their phone is on and getting Facebook messages, that's their own fault. I mute my phone at night when I go to bed. So don't worry about messaging time at all.
No. Okay. Don't worry about stuff. Okay? That goes to us caring about what other people think, what they're going to say, how they're going to feel. Who cares? Who cares? Honestly, like, who cares? Because I've had people that I've been lifelong friends with tell me that they don't like what I do. They don't like who I've become. They don't like, the stuff that I post. So I've said to people that I truly care about and I love, well, unfollow me. If you don't like it, unfollow me. That button is there. Go ahead. You want to unfriend me? I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, your hate and the way you feel is A, not paying my bills, and B, it is just a reflection on the garbage that you feel about yourself. So you keep that garbage over there and you feel free to unfriend, unfollow, whatever it may be, because I'll be over here doing the work and then living my best life. Okay? You got one chance. So go into this with a complete YOLO mantra. Okay? You only live once. This 90 days will never come back again in your business. So you might as well say, forget it to the rest of the people and go in and get it done. Because then a year from now, they're going to be looking at you going, damn, I wish I would have joined Christy or Tina or Nicole or Andrea or Jackie or Kristen or Jen or whoever. They're going to want to be a part of it. Unique is still a baby. There's still so much time and so much momentum and so much amazing things to come. So give yourself and your business this chance. You deserve it. You are worth it. You can do it. There is nothing that separates you from anyone else at the top. So I'm going to end at that because I have less than a minute. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Send me the tasks, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Bye, Sarah.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye.